Tep. Smaat M Makaru. I'm in here.
And Ya'ai Asar Tafari Amen.
All right, and we are back again on video number 3, talking about being a part. And I don't think we mentioned it in the other videos, but our website is, we probably didn't have a website. Okay, but anyway, the website is lovebeingapart.com. And in this video, we are going to talk about Analyzers Anonymous. And so the concept behind that is that most of us conscious folks, we've been kind of running around this for a while. We have a bunch of information from melanin to all the Neteru to all the Orisha to pre-dynastic periods of African history, of people settling, people being here in the United States around the same, there being kingdoms being built here in the United States at the same time that they were being built in Kemet. I mean, we have like a plethora of information and knowledge on what our ancestors have done before us. Yet we seem to have come to a plateau where we have a lot of this information. We teach the information. We do workshops on the information. However, I'm going to say we have difficulty being the information. I had made a statement before, you know how they say knowledge is power. Well, wisdom is enlightening. And what I mean by that is that when you are enlightened, you're no longer using knowledge. You have wisdom. And so same thing with God versus analyzer. When you are in your God self, you are God. You are a being. You are a soul. You are your higher self. You are source. You are, all these different words. You are no longer trying to find out how to get there and how to be there. What I've learned in my experience is that, we talk about everything happens for a reason. There's always a lesson and all that stuff. And all of that is true. It is very valuable, not knocking it. I'm just talking about my own experience and where I have come to be at this point. Every lesson, every reason, all of these things, they all lead to the same thing. And that is me trying to get to my higher self. And what I had come to realize is that I'm already my higher self. I'm already source. I'm already God. I don't have to keep trying to get there. I don't have to keep having these lessons or whatever. All I need to do is align with source and align with my soul, or align with the being. And all of us, as far as I'm concerned, it's not, I'm talking about myself because, I don't want, somebody said, she talking about me, but I ain't, nope, talking about me. So, I'm talking about him. Nice. But, so that is the premise behind Analyzers Anonymous.
Two things. One, this being the first time I heard you mention the knowledge is power, but wisdom is enlightenment. It falls right into what we reason on with respect to light versus power. I don't know if we brought that to the
not yet. Not the video. Not yet.
But that's another dynamic or component or aspect of dealing with who we are and how we are and why we are, and looking at a given situation. When you are speaking to someone, are you speaking to them? Are you providing information for the sake of displaying the power you possess? or are you speaking with the specific intention of wanting to elevate and enlighten with this information? So that is a separate reason that we can put a lot of energy into. But since I just heard that and made that connection, I wanted to build on that.
Right.
And then I also wanted to just let people know that what happens with our dynamic is, more often than not, you'll process something and you will, with excitement and joy, bring it to me, and I will internalize it and implement it to see if it holds, if it sticks. So I want people to understand what's happening when we present. And you gave the introduction because that was you brought this. I remember months ago when you talked about, I have this thing about God versus analyzer, and it's amazing to see how it has matured into something that is really powerful and enlightening. The other thing to mention, I don't want to lose it. It'll come forward.
Okay.
It'll come forward.
All right. So, in talking about this, I want to give an example of why this is so important. Why it's so important that we get this, and that we get that the only thing that we have to do is be. And I'm actually going to, so we're not talking like we got it all figured out and, we already there.
Can I let them know that if they look at the date from my last video to this video, part of what happened was a tremendous level of growth and understanding, such that we didn't even realize that there was going to be so much more to come through, which is humbling and exciting at the same time.
Right. So, yes. So in the last video, we did, we knew about God versus Analyzer, and we had talked about Analyzers Anonymous, and we even had put together. It's on the website, but we're gonna talk about it a little bit on this tape. Tape.
Old school. Old school.
Yes. Okay.
On this reel to reel.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. What you talking about, Jack? Suckers. Anyway, all right. It's all right. But we will go over the creed before we move on. But we're going to talk about an incident that happened just this weekend that makes this so important. It's so important that we get this, and we're speaking again. I'm gonna take it back and put it on us, so we're not pushing on anybody else who's in this same situation. But these lessons, we don't need to have any more hard lessons. We just this very weekend had a very hard lesson in not being aligned with the God self and allowing the personalities to just be, just be on automatic, to be on automatic. So we didn't take the time to align. We had an event this weekend, Soul Psychic Fair. Anyone who has been to any of them has known that they always start late. We're always running around trying to get things ready. Vegan Flavor Cafe is never ready on time. You gotta wait for the food and all this stuff.
It's always worth it.
Yes,
it's always worth it.
The food is good.
The food is good. The event is good.
It's great. Right. Everybody enjoys it.
Always worth it.
That's fine. However, what would be the difference in how that event took place if we were aligned with our God selves, or being God, or being aligned with our souls instead of letting our personalities run? And it's not just so, yeah, the fact that it didn't start on time and the food wasn't ready, that's nothing. we go through the event or everything's cool or whatever, but still we're challenged with, okay, with all that we know, with all that we talk about, how come we were not able to, one, foresee this, two, prevent it? Like, it should have never happened. And it came about 4 o'clock in the morning that next day, where what we realized is we were not in alignment. We were our personalities. We allowed our old way of operating to just be on automatic and take precedent. Because if we were in alignment with natural law and natural order, there wouldn't have been no. Or two, this is so important. We have to get this. We have to get this because, if we use biblical verses, God said, "Let there be light," and there's light, and that's it. Wasn't no. Well, wait a minute, hold on. What if the light? What if So there's light. That means there's gonna be lightning, and then that might strike something or strike a person, and so whatever. No, it's no question. You are in alignment. When you are in alignment, there is no fear. There is no danger. They don't even exist. And they don't exist for the people that you are responsible for, namely your children. So, we're responsible for this 15-month-old. We're responsible for her avatar, for her body. And if we were in alignment, she would have been in alignment. Understanding the laws of attraction, that's fine. But we have the responsibility as parents to have the stronger attraction. And that is in being our souls, or being in alignment with being God, and not analyzing. We were analyzing. We were analyzing how we can make this event, how we can not lose food, how we can do this, how, just constantly, instead of just being. And now I've just changed it to, I'm God all day, every day. You know how they had that saying, God is good
all the time,
good,
all the
and
time.
God is good. Yeah, right. I'm God all the time. No, I messed it up.
Yeah, you did.
I'm God every day, all day. So, and that's what I have to remind myself of, as we go through this.
Now, let me give them another quick scenario that happened the prior weekend. I'll give you the very short version. We were witness to a conflict with some of our loved ones, and both.
You always be trying to tell people business.
So, as I was saying, we were witness to a conflict, and the great thing about this conflict is that both parties told the exact same story. The only difference was their interpretation of what the other person was doing. So it seemed like it was going to be really big, and it blew up. It's resolved now, but as we were made aware of it, and as we processed it, as it pertains to God versus analyzer, what we realize is, when you say something to someone and they don't respond or react the way you anticipated they might, and they get upset, now you have an opportunity. You have to make a decision. You're either going to analyze why they're upset with you, or react to why they're upset with you, and you're going to take the journey that is a bit more tumultuous and emotional, or you're going to take this opportunity to be your God self, to be your soul self, and acknowledge, even though you don't have control over how they reacted, you have the ability to redirect and calm this whole experience with a simple acknowledgement of what your expectations and intentions were, and apology if necessary. But you have control of how your reality plays out in this instance with this person that you have a relationship with. And so this is valuable for all types of relationships as well. And that has to be noted. So that's one more benefit, one more major benefit, seeing as most of your experiences with people are based on the relationships you have with these people. This is a big part of your life.
And the thing that we came up with that on that piece was it's easier for the person if you realize that something that you said upset somebody and that was not your intention. They're already upset. So they're already in the emotion. And again, we're going back to melanin and emotions in a separate video, where they're already out of alignment. It's easier because you're not emotional yet. You're kind of shocked, like what just happened? How did they get upset? It's easier for you to step into alignment and say, oh, wait a minute, I'm sorry, I didn't realize how I made you upset. I was just trying to do this, that, and the other, and keep the focus on you. Don't say, you shouldn't even get upset about that. That's stupid. Why you get upset about that? I said that to you 1,000,000 times, and now you gonna pick this time to get upset. You know how we do it. See, I'm real good at it. So it's easier to then just say, well, oh, wait a minute, hold on. Sorry, I was just trying to do this. And I'm telling you, you'll see that kind of just dissipate. And they might come back and say, no, but, da 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 da. And then you say, yeah, but really, for real, I really was trying to do this, that, and the other. And 9 times out of 10, it will diffuse the whole situation. So, let's go to analyze. This is why we need Analyzers Anonymous. Okay, because we kept talking about being in alignment. We gave a really severe example of how we were out of alignment, and we talk about this stuff all the time. And this is a good example of why we need Analyzers Anonymous, so that we can help each other stay in alignment. It's the same concept, or it is the concept that they use for Alcoholics Anonymous. They go in, they admit that they're an alcoholic and that they need help, and that they need support, and they need to be around other people who are going through the same thing. And we have now talked about this concept with several people, and everybody says, shoot, I need AA, I need Analyzers Anonymous, I need to be reminded that I'm God all day, every day. And how do you get there? And so again, if you go to the website Love Being Apart, you will there's a tab there for Analyzers Anonymous, and we have the whole 12-step program. We have the creed, we have some pitfalls and things that you can get into. We will be having conference calls every Sunday at 10 p.m. That's so all the children are asleep. Hopefully that's not too late. If it is, there's always a replay replay number that you can listen to get the information. But we will be on a call every Sunday night at 10 p.m. And just talking about these different concepts. And we'll go into detail on some of the different steps and some of the things that you can do to overcome the pitfalls. Because we have them listed, but having them listed doesn't really help if you don't have, the information of how to overcome them.
The other thing is, we are looking forward to bringing you to the venue, Vegan Flavor Cafe, which is located on 4125 Durham Chapel Hill Boulevard in Durham. And we're going to look to at least once a month have a face-to-face get-together, probably on Sundays after cafe hours are closed.
Well, maybe we'll do the call. No. That's too late. We're not going to be in there that late.
No.
Okay. All right.
But this way we can link up and deal with our energy face-to-face. But this is serious stuff.
And that's in Durham, North Carolina. You said
I said Durham. I know you
said
don't really
Durham,
listen
Chapel Hill Boulevard.
I said Durham, but
Okay,
it's alright because you don't really listen.
We'll play back.
Yeah.
That's right. I don't have to listen. So, because I'm God all day, every day.
How about that?
So,
the creed.
The creed. So we're gonna end this with the creed. And on the next, I was gonna say tape. It's like on the next one, I don't know what are we gonna talk about. Maybe the rest stop or power versus light. I don't know. That'll be the next one. So the creed is kind of cool. What if I say one line and you say the next line, and then
Or I can echo you, like you say, and I echo you, like
whoa, it's like we telekinesis.
Yeah.
We finish each other's sentences.
How about that? They love that.
Yes. Okay.
We can alternate.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So I am my soul.
I am more than my body.
I am more than my personality.
I am more than my feelings and emotions.
I am a being of magnificent light, and my melanin intensifies that light.
With this alignment, I, the soul, responsibly focuses my magnificent light on manifesting deliberately and these things that are of benefit, or those things that are of benefit to my community.
Well, it's supposed to be to me and my community. That's what I wrote.
Okay.
I don't think, but right here it didn't. So that's the creed, and if you go to the website, and it helps you really, if you really look at it, it helps you align. If there's something that you have to say 10 times a day, say it 10 times a day, because things are shifting. We realize that one of the things that there is a rare retrograde in Venus at this point in time. But I think there are 4 other planets in retrograde. I don't remember what they all are, but I do remember that Venus is in retrograde. And excuse me, baby. Let you finish.
Well, I would love to finish if I knew exactly what she was going to say. I mean, certainly there's a lot of energy happening. There are a lot of things that we've already experienced during this Venus retrograde. So
I was going to say that Venus represents Heteru. Heteru is protective children, and we have seen a lot of accidents as far as children are concerned. However, if we are in alignment, if we're God, then we don't have to, that still does not have to affect us. That still does not have to affect the way we operate, because we are in alignment with universal order and universal law.
I spent this morning considering how I was going to put the energy of alignment into my, I'll go in simplest term, in my morning prayer. And I look forward to sharing that, especially as you transfer the energy from prayer to meditation, and how some folks have challenges with meditation. So there's a lot to do and work on, and we are grateful to be on this journey, acknowledging our God self, and transitioning out of that analyzer and creating a new grid. So with that, we look forward to bringing the reasoning and continuing to share as we grow. So be well, and we'll connect real soon.
What's up?